Hi, I'm Andy Linton at BW Broadcast. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the SNMP feature of one of our V2 transmitters. SNMP is a good way of remotely communicating with your transmitter to set and adjust parameters without having to go to the site. So first of all, you need to have access to your transmitter. The transmitter needs to be connected to the internet via the Ethernet port on the back panel. To configure the internet, go to the System menu and select Ethernet. If you're using a static IP address, set DHCP to off and manually enter the IP address into the static IP address box. Now that the Ethernet is set up, let's go ahead and configure the SNMP feature. To do this, navigate to SNMP in the System menu, make sure it's enabled. The default port number is 161, so make sure your network allows traffic on that port. Scroll down to Trap Destination IP and enter the IP address of the computer that runs your SNMP management software. The default port number will be 162, which should also be open on your network. It's very important to check that everything is set up correctly, so scroll down to Test, select Yes, and this will send a message to the SNMP manager. Once you receive the email, you know SNMP is set up correctly and you're ready to start setting and adjusting parameters on your transmitter. So now I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up some useful features using SNMP. To start, you'll need to download the MIB file from the transmitter. To do this, go to your web browser and enter the transmitter's IP address followed by /API/BWB-TX-V2-MIB.MIB, then press enter. Now we need to use SNMP management software to access the files. I'm going to use iReasoning MIB browser. This is free software which can be downloaded from the internet. First, go to the File menu and select Load MIBs. I'm going to find the file we just downloaded. Here it is, BWB-TX-V2-MIB. In this file you can see all the transmitter's parameters. We can see the parameters in TXFPC. The ones we're going to look at now are frequency and power, which we can find in the TXFPC transmitter folder. By double-clicking on any of the parameters, you can see the values they have. You can see the frequency is currently set to 90 MHz and the power is 30.25 watts. Let me show you how simple it is to change the frequency. So let's change it to 100 MHz. First, right-click on the value, then click Set and type in 100M, all in uppercase. To go back and check it's been done, right-click on Get, and you can see here that the frequency has changed to 100 MHz. It's useful to be able to have an overview of all your transmitter's parameters and their current values. You can do this using the walk command. To access it, go to TXFPC System and then into the top folder TXFPC System Serial Number. Right-click here and then select Walk. Now we can see a list of all the transmitter's parameters and what their current values or status are set at. You can see the current login setup, how the SNMP is configured, which audio processing preset has been selected. Anything you want to find out about your transmitter's current configuration can be found in Walk. Another fantastic feature of SNMP is the ability to send notifications when an alarm or trigger occurs. Let me show you how this works by simulating an alarm situation. First, I'm going to go up to the Tool menu and select Trap Receiver. Trap Receiver shows a log of any alarms or triggers that have occurred. I'm just going to clear this list so we can see what we're doing. Now I'm going to go over to the transmitter remote control and simulate an alarm condition so we can see it flag up in the SNMP Manager. We can do exactly the same thing for the triggers. Every time the triggers are changed in the back panel, this will be reported with the trap information to the SNMP Manager. The SNMP features on V2 transmitters make monitoring and controlling your radio broadcast simple and stress-free. Once you set it up, you can sit back and relax, knowing your transmitter will instantly let you know if there's a problem. I hope you found this video informative. Thanks for watching. For BW Broadcast, I'm Andy Linton.